Good day, Miss Kyla Kinan. I'm Jokwe Henry. This is business. I'm going to do a presentation about my company, MEELZ Banna. On the following slides, I'm going to demonstrate a brief description about my company, its management styles, some of its competitors and what some of its competitors are into. I'm going to demonstrate how the company or the mission statement of my company, MEELZ Banna, and I'm also going to give a brief description of how the company leadership goes, and also I'll be able to produce a diagram to illustrate how the company is structured. So with no further ado, I move into the info about MEELZ Banna. MEELZ Banna is an uprising business, and it is a virtual and digitalized marketing. It's in for that and produces clothing products from cotton and wool, so as to produce clothing like pullovers, bed sheets, and even daily wears. MEELZ Banna provides accessible services to its customers by creating a web page for accessibility of the variety of products that MEELZ Banna has in place. But it has also given discounts to persistent customers who have been purchasing constantly for over the last 6 months. MEELZ Banna is located in Texas, and geographically it has a deep bond with its community since the creation of the company. However, same with its weather condition, it's conducive for marketing. It has an average rainfall and a mean temperature. Next, on the following slide, I'll be moving on to the management, and we'll also have the staffing. But with that, we'd like to give you a brief description on how this will run down concerning MEELZ Banna. As it is well known, MEELZ Banna has many competitors, with leaders like Prada company that has got a little branch companies affiliated to the Prada company. Again, having used the Porter's forces, the company has a leverage in marketing as compared to other competitors in the industry. While on the BCG metrics, product is a cash cow and is seen with multiple flow of cash into different other segments of connected to its companies, and it does invest in many lucrative business. MEELZ Banna has got an absolute culture that looks into the basic necessities and what's necessary for its community, such as clothing. MEELZ Banna therefore looks forward in carrying out donations in its locality. With no further ado, we move into the management style of MEELZ Banna. Part B, management style of MEELZ Banna company. MEELZ Banna, it demands employees so as to work together, and that they should collaborate together in betterment and reason and work for the common purpose of the company. Thereby, their ideas are welcome from any individual working at MEELZ Banna, and the company will adapt to system thinking, placing the company as an open system, which can leave positive impact through its employees, through its members, through its community, and connect to its environment. I would suggest a democratic leadership in my company because with that, having managers, workers, and members of the company within the upper level, the middle level, and the lower levels get to bring out issues, making a decision, reason being that everyone will be inclusive, participative, and people oriented, which gives us very good outcome of my company. I would love everyone to be participative, to be included, to feel a connection in the company and not feel absent. And everyone should be friendly. With that, I still go with the democratic leadership. So into the next slide, I'm going to move into the staffing of MEELZ Banna. Part C, staffing of MEELZ Banna. In my company, workers are given preparation time of about 2 days, and on the third day are being interviewed, and they ought to have the various requirements for the job. They ought to have a 2 years experience in any marketing field, a diploma in business management, and a recommendation from previous workplace in case it's not your first place of work. For those who are full-time employees, they got a little advantage. After a duration of 1 year of active participation is company's tax. The following year, they are taught affiliated marketing on a global scale and given certifications within the process. With this in place, put by MEELZ Banna, will be able to assure an organized union as it takes into consideration everyone's ideas and will demand effective communication, which has been carried out and is seen within the company. That said, MEELZ Banna wants to set up a training unit in and within the community. Employees trained out are still part of the company, are selected and trained this time in the company's premise. For effective development of employees' social skills and raise up employees with ideas that will enhance our workforce and power up our team. With no further ado, I'm going to move into the next slide. A mission statement about my company. It is all known for its privilege by its people to have such a company in their society. MEELZ Banna therefore wants a productive society where the community and everyone has got great ideas through the use of podcast centers available within its locality. Also, the company sees the need to provide creative objects that is going to boost a skill of creativity in the kids, and with regulations placed to regulate the ages required to get into the training unit. MEELZ Banna therefore provides a center where young adults can design and sew clothes from wool, which are done with their hands. Such can be a start for them so as to take up a hobby from there and enrich their lives with. Considering the positive nature that can raise a community of inborn talented seamstresses and even tailors who do modern fashion designs. Therefore, in the long run, people won't have to come to the training center, but in case may go in for online training on our website. But in short run, agents will be replaced with technological devices for training sessions in the company. With no further ado, I'm going to move into the next slide. But before that, a little explanation about the mission statement is that it seeks to put its limits on. It has a certain age, it has a minimum age requirement that is taken into the training unit, and it also has its advantages for those who have been taken into the training unit, and therefore it seeks for a modern way to improve on its functions, and also to improve on its way of administering its products. So with no further ado, we move into the next slide. Part E, organizational structure of MEELZ BANA. Here we are going to be looking at how the company is structured. And at the top of MEELZ BANA are the board of directors that manages employees to ensure that they are all up to company tax. After directors, under we have the financial, we have the retail, we have ventures, we have e-commerce services that manages fashion, beauty, clothing, and clothing accessories. All departments are led by the senior management team that take directions and make strategic decisions, with the senior executive team separated into the chief executive officer, with the chief financial officer, the chief operating officer, chief marketing officer, chief technology officer, and the chief information officer. While going down at the bottom, we have staffs, expertise, and lastly, we will have partners and suppliers that do provide services and goods to MEELZ BANA. Thereby, they help in order to produce the best products for its customers. With no further ado, we move into the next. Here is a diagram to illustrate the way or the manner in which MEELZ BANA is structured. As you can see at the top, we have the board of directors. These are those who pass instructions. These are those who are the overall managers of my company. And next, we have the senior management team. These are the people who manage the board. They manage the staff members, they manage the partners and suppliers. And therefore, with those who fall within this range, they are headed by the senior team management. Then, as we step below, we have theory. But with this theory, there are two that are all within having almost the same strategy, but there's one that is at the middle, is different totally from the two, which we have in there: the CEO, the COO, the CFO, we have the CTO, we have the CMO, and the CIO. These are all officers that take control of the below part of it. Ensure, for example, the CO ensure that staff members execute their duties. The COO ensure that partners and suppliers are operating well. The CFO ensures that finances are being run well. The CTO ensures that technology, flow of information, effective communication aids in continuous. There's a good flow of information. And with the CMO ensures that all of these both the technology, the finance are being managed well, and with the CIO ensures that communication from board of directors to senior team is being passed across within the whole company. Thanks for listening. Jokwe Henry.